open the game now, though, because it takes a little while, and we're gonna continue with Sherlock Holmes Nemesis. I'm actually quite excited, because the game is quite fun. Even though it's a bit older, but like the riddles are actually kind of exciting. I just hope it doesn't crash again, but yeah. So yeah, we are playing Sherlock Holmes in this game, and he was challenged by Arsène Lupin, the master thief of France, to a like duel of the mind, so to speak, where Arsène Lupin is gonna give him hints to all of his like planned thefts, and Sherlock is there to stop them, basically. So the first one led us to a painting, a specific one in the Museum of Art. That's my brain is really slow right now. But yeah, basically, he led us to that. Hello there, Veteran. Welcome. Hope you had a good day. And like we missed the theft, sadly, or like we couldn't prevent it. But it like the place of the theft gave us like a lot of clues for the next one, which was the stealing of the ravens in the Tower of London, which is a very bad omen, or it is considered a very bad omen if the ravens leave the tower. And so we couldn't really prevent that because it happened right before we arrived there. But we managed to find some more clues yesterday, and today our plan is to hopefully be there before Lupin and stop him for his next crime, which I think at least has something to do with Alexander the Great, because this next hint hints at a saintess who actually in that time lived at Alexandria, and that kind of hints to a great like conqueror. And I think they mean Alexander the Great. But yeah, we need to figure out if they truly...
I have no reason to go there.
Okay. Do we have like a famous people book somewhere here? Or do I need to go to the bookstore or something? No clue what I'm supposed to do. So we got a letter yesterday. It is a poem of the sixth bird. And so it's something to do with a lie in the object, so we need to find that somewhere. I'm gonna actually... Talking about paintings once again, yeah, because he talks about the master. So I think we want to go... Okay, I just looked at the hint real quick to make sure. I think we want to go to the museum again.
I have no reason to go there. I have no reason...
Okay, maybe it's on Trafalgar Square. Why am I in the museum again? Oh well.
Hello, gentlemen. Judging by the calm, our little ploy regarding the mildew has worked.
Indeed. As long as it doesn't work beyond our expectations, and we will get our visitors back when we reopen. So, have you found the Fighting Temeraire?
I must confess not, but we are making progress on the case. Farewell, gentlemen.
Do you have another clue, Mr. Holmes?
If this expert's poems, maybe we can show it to him.
Clue, Mr. Holmes?
Okay, no. Yeah, yes, the
As for the
poem.
investigation, I have the names of 4 artists who may have paintings on exhibit here.
I am feeling weary and out of sorts after all of the commotion, and I am not able to help you any further. The museum, however, is all yours.
Thank you.
Well, understandable.
Gentlemen.
It was a huge, like, effort to probably put the museum back together. So, so reading this one, we have Frenchman into a master, but this was one of viewers running the show. Deserved to win the prize, but not. So, I think that describes, are we at the French? Flemish painting, okay. This one is the Italian. To be fair, the Italians depict the holy images, so I think we want, there. There's the Holy Catherine, St. Catherine. I guess.
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria by Crivelli.
See?
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria. It's St. Catherine of
Yeah, that's not what I meant to...
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria.
I don't see much there.
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria.
Okay, it doesn't really tell us anything. So we found the painting, but we haven't really found the clue here. Not a French masters in horse racing. These are the German ones. Spanish. These are the French masters. And if I remember correctly, there was like a game depicted. Not here. But it was in the French masters. I guess not. Yeah, no. I mean, we know the English masters had the... Where was it? That bird is cute. It's like a race or a hunt or something that I remember. Not really. So we found hers, but like... With no hope of return the 6 of flown, what to do? That's probably to the 6 ravens, because it's a 6 birds poem, so the 6 ravens of the tower. Hear you groan, I will avenge the harm against my nation, the price steep for restitution. History provides a sublime emperor displayed to the whole world our splendor. He conquered the land from east to west. He treasured the treasures he unearthed. All were impressed. From the center of the earth they came, 1,000 years old, even 1,000 again. Was called a treaty, but is merely a ploy for you to steal what was yours to take not. The name you search for is a city, that of Catherine, a saint, very pretty. She was the model not only for Raphael, but Solario, Crivelli, and Lochner as well. So, Raphael, Solario, Crivelli, and Lochner. Those are the 4 names, I guess. Still returns a plunder, a brash display. Is it any wonder? The treasure is mine for the taking. I will succeed or die trying. Covered in riddles, the object I'm after turned the young Frenchman into a master. Thought it was one of yours running the show who deserved to win the prize, but no. It's a man not yours, Mr. Young, to whom we say you're champ, a lion. Okay, so Solaria, Crivelli, and Lochner, and Raphael. So, this one was by... hold on.
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria by Crivelli.
Okay,
A painting by Veronese, the family of Darius before Alexander.
Before Alexander, huh?
Canvas by Orazio Gentileschi.
Nope.
Must you see it to believe? The incredulity of St. Thomas.
Nope.
Adoration of the Kings by Botticelli.
No. And do you see anything that could help us?
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria. It's St. Catherine of
Yeah, I don't care.
It's St. Catherine of Alexandria.
This one isn't really helpful. I thought the Alexander one would trigger something. Oh,
Here's what I've been looking for.
okay, I guess this is the other one?
Here is St. Catherine of Alexandria by
Okay,
Solaria.
so she was probably painted by all of them. I don't see much here. There
Here's
she
what
is
I've been
again.
looking for.
Okay.
And here's St. Catherine of Alexandria.
Raphael. Okay, I forgot you need to click on that one. Okay, so you have this one, and this one. That's 3 of the 4. Which don't know if the other one would be considered one of the Italian masters. May have been a Frenchman that painted her, so let's see if I can find the last one, the odd one out, because the others seem to all be in the same room. No.
Closed.
No. No. That was only 3. Where's the 4th? I don't know which like where he belongs to as an artist. Like, is he also an Italian? But nope, he is not.
Here's what I've been looking for.
It's the Osman out. Okay,
Look, a Lochner entitled St. Catherine of Alexandria. There, I've made note of the 4 paintings indicated in Lupin's poem. I shall return to Watson and we'll put our heads together.
Hopefully he dreamt of a hint, because, yeah. He was sleeping, so, you know.
Holmes has left at last. I'm worn out, but I have no choice. I must take advantage of his absence by recovering his Legion of Honor. I'll make haste to the bank and then attempt to find the crooks to whom I pawned it. There, I've been able to gather a sufficient sum of money. Now to the Golden Lion.
Because remember, we gave the Sword of Honor to the guy in the back to pay for the bookstore owner's
Closed. Tell me, my good man, do you remember me? Last night I was in the next room where I pawned an object that I have come to buy back. Where can I find those concerned?
Just where do you think you are? In the Duchess's front parlour? If there ain't nobody, it's 'cause there ain't nobody, and I don't know no more than that. We don't ask questions here, we drink and shut it.
It's a scandal. You'll hear from me, Mr.
Oh well, let's talk to the police officer. In quotation marks.
A secret wall with ears. Shh. Shh. Shh.
I have nothing to gain from this miserable character.
Hi.
Why, Doctor, what lucky happenstance? Have you recovered from last night's temper?
Oh, hello there. It's lucky that I have found you here. I've collected the amount necessary to buy back the medal that I pawned yesterday. You look like someone who might know the ruffians who were holding the bookseller. Do you know where I could find them?
You aren't serious, I hope. I don't know them any better than you. Earlier in the evening, I had them round in hopes of gleaning a few morsels, but that's all. I had thought that you, like me, had bluffed, and that your trinket wasn't worth a nicker. By this time, it has certainly been melted and sold as bullion. At best, it's still in the window of a pawnbroker's.
What are you telling me? You're going to tell me where I can find these rogues and the medal. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in the thick of it, because I've got friends in high places. I do.
Why, Doctor, you're acting like a common thug. I, who have done everything possible for you.
You must excuse me. I do apologize. How could you know? I seem to have lost my usual aplomb. This case is dragging on, and to top it all off, I have lost my friend's medal.
Don't worry, I've seen worse. As for your head, it's sleep that you need. Your ideas will be much sharper after a rest.
Impossible. My friend will be returning any moment, and then we'll end up I don't know where in London in order to stop... but I've said too much. The men who have the medal, is there any way to find them?
Maybe, but I'll have to call in a few favours, and that takes time. And money.
I have 100 guineas. Will that suffice?
That should do the trick, but I can't guarantee anything. In any case, I'll do all that I can, I promise you, to help retrieve the medal.
Thank you very much.
I'll get to it immediately. But don't forget that you owe me one. Or 3, rather.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kinda. But,
Watson,
you know.
I thought I'd be dragging you out of bed.
Fine.
I was summoned to visit a patient.
Obviously a hypochondriac.
Eh? Yes. How did you know?
Otherwise, you would have taken your medical bag along.
Ah, yes. By Jove, you are clever.
As for the case at hand, which must be our priority, we must find to which treaty is referred in the latest message from Lupin. I just came from the National Gallery, and I think we have all of the elements necessary to formulate an answer. What do you think, Watson?
The treaty. Something Mr. Young to say you're Chamberlain. Treaty of some sort with England and Saint Catherine. Muhammad's treaty, maybe? There's a treaty of Prophet Muhammad, who's also the protector of the Church of St. Catherine's at some point, so...
Your intentions are good, Watson, but you've missed everything of importance.
Okay. So I guess not. What could it be? Can you guys, like, help me? Are you guys dead to brain? As history of proves, a sublime emperor displayed to the whole world as a splendor, conquered the land from east to west, the treasures he unearthed all were impressed. From the center of the earth they came, 1,000 years old, even 1,000 again. It's called a treaty, but it was merely a plot for you to steer what was yours to take not. The name you search for is a city, that of Catherine, a saint, very pretty. She was the model not only for Raphael, but Solario, Crivelli, and Lochner as well. So, Saint Catherine, which is Alexander's city. England still retains its plunder, brush display, and is it any wonder? The treasure is mine for the taking. I wish it was to say it or die trying. So I think it refers all to Alexander the Great. And there was a contract of 3 paradisias, which was to part the power between Alexander the Great and the Adochon, the generals. That's not really helpful. Mr. Young. Patrick Young Alexander was a British pioneer and advanced the like airfare, like plane travel, whatever. Or Andrew Young, author of the Lost Book of Alexander the Great. But I don't think that's, I think that's more recent. Yep, it is. So, let's say it's Patrick Young Alexander. Because he was from England, it has the name Alexander in there, and it has something to do with Mr. Young. Exact same spelling. So let's see if there's a treaty. So he was an aeronautical fanatic. Treaty of Limerick, maybe? That's like mentioned with his name.
Your intentions are good, Watson,
Nope.
but you've missed everything of importance.
Huh. Come on, I thought I did good research. Which treaty can it be? Fascinated by the possibility of heavier-than-air flight, he was an enthusiastic balloonist. He was also particularly active in meteorology, performed many meteorological and aviation experiments, and built his own equipment. Traveled widely, visiting Australia in his youth, and later made many visits to the USA, crossing the Atlantic at least 50 times. He traveled widely in Europe and visited Mexico. Was respected by fellow aeronautical pioneers, and knew the Octave Chanute, the Wright brothers, about the Santos Dumont. That's not really a major Baden-Baden power, as well as European heads of state royalty. Patrick, a world traveler, arranged meetings between those interested in aeronautics. Legacy. Not really. I thought it would have been, like, you know... Hold on. I just got a very important message. This is actually very important right now. I may have to go back to that a few times. It's not as urgent that I have to stop streaming, but it's definitely something I need to answer to if I get another message. It happens sometimes. And hey, I'm always there for friends and stuff, so, you know. But yeah, sorry. So, the Six Birds Poem Treaty. Let's go back to it. I really, like, lost at this time. Sisti proves a sublime emperor displayed to the whole world as a splendor, conquered the land from east to west. Treasures here unearthed all were impressed. From the center of the earth they came, 1,000 years old, even 1,000 again. So, did Alexander the Great steal ores? Yep. The metallurgists or miners played a crucial role in the economic infrastructure of Alexander the Great's empire. They work in extracting and processing precious metal and other valuable resources necessary for funding military campaigns, mining coinage, and supporting the economic stability of the empire. Okay, so he did actually mine a lot to finance his war. So this leads to Alexander the Great. Was called a treaty, but it was mere a ploy for you to steal what was yours to take not. The name you search for is a city, that of Catherine, a saint, very pretty. She was the model not only for Raphael, but Solario, Crivelli, and Lochner as well. So yeah, Saint Catherine of Alexandria. So Alexander, I would say. England still retains as plunder, a brash display. Is it any wonder? The treasure is mine for the taking if we succeed or die trying. Okay, so whatever from Alexander the Great was displayed in England, treasure is mine for the taking, we succeed or die trying. So treaty. There was the Treaty of Tordesillas for Pope Alexander. Let's try that one.
Your intentions are good ones,
Nope.
but you've missed everything.
Man, which one could it be? I think Alexander's right. Covered in riddles, the object I'm after turned a young Frenchman into a master. If I was one of yours running the show. If you're running the show, do that to win the prize, but no, that's the wrong man, not your Mr. Young. To whom we say you're champ a lion. And there's young lion. But he's like a champ. Okay, a champ alive, Mr. Young. There was one. Greatest boxer. That's... So the person that is called Young Lion is Lennox Lewis. But I don't know if that's like the same, like... And there's also a young lion by the Saxon. What is this? And of course, it's from 1984. That's a bit too long. When was Lennox Lewis? Was that a possibility? Yeah, no. 1965, that's not fitting. Man, who can it be? Does it's to our man, not your Mr. Young? To whom we say you're a chamberlain. Turned a young Frenchman into a master. Thought this was one of yours running the show. So I think the Mr. Young refers to the young Frenchman into a master. Or else the object I'm after. Do you mean like the one of the Elysee? Is that like...
Your intentions are good, Watson, but you've missed everything of importance.
But also it was Franco-German or not. No. Treaty of Versailles was US and... I don't know. It's something with Alexander the Great. I'm gonna look up the hint. I think that's taking too long. We found in the gallery just now, which links off paintings we found on the gallery just now. Lady who was painted, but rather her place of origin was this Alexandria. Yeah. Oh, is it just the Treaty of Alexandria? But I couldn't find anything on that. So I got it right the entire time. I just didn't type the right thing. Well, okay.
Over Napoleon Bonaparte.
Undoubtedly, Watson, but we need details. I'll go see Barnes. His store wasn't open when I arrived, but it should be now. Rest for a while, and I'll be back soon.
Okay, there it is now. Ended the French occupation of Egypt and involved the... Oh, the Rosetta Stone. Oh, is he... Was he gonna steal the Rosetta Stone? So the Rosetta Stone is the stone that had like all the languages. It helped like translate some of the other languages. That's like very valuable. So right, is he really? Is it the treaty or is it the Rosetta Stone he wants? Like, you know, I wonder if that's it. But yeah, I guess I missed it a tiny bit, but that's okay. Like I knew. Like, kind of what he wanted, I just couldn't, like, find the exact thing. No, I am right. Okay.
Oh, hello, Mr. Holmes. What can I do for you?
Good day, Barnes. I'm looking for a book that deals with English victories and the subsequent treaties, the Treaty of Alexandria in particular.
You'll have to excuse me, but I am already run off my feet this morning as I need to relabel some of the books. I'll leave you to look for yourself. There must be something in the history shelf near the back.
Fine. I have to find most of the books we needed so far. Okay. Symbol of the English superiority over this part of the African continent, the Treaty of Alexandria was signed in 1801 after the defeat of the French forces under General Monod and the subsequent surrender. According to Article 16 of the treaty, the English imposed a delivery of antiquities held in the city of Alexandria. And the majority of these pieces have been perhaps inopportunely moved from Cairo to Alexandria in order to keep them secure. Indeed, at the instigation of Napoleon, the Cairo Institute was created with a number of savants of renown. The most beautiful piece of Egyptian antiques which had been found during the French campaign were at the center of the studies. However, the advance of the English forces didn't leave the scholars much time to study the ancient Egyptian treasures, and it was decided that the most precious ones would be sent to Alexandria. Selection proves quite beneficial to the Crown of England to lay claim, as previously stated, to all the antiquities present in Alexandria, but magnanimously left all of the remainder in Cairo to France. It should be noted that the Rosetta Stone, studied by the French scholar Campolio, who unlocked the key to understanding hieroglyphics, was part of the plunder and was sent to England on the HMS L'Egyptienne the next year. Yep. The stone can now be seen in the British Museum. Told you guys it was the Rosetta Stone.
Fine, Mr. Holmes. You'll settle up later.
So I solved the riddle, but my brain was too tired to solve the riddle. You know what I mean? No. You are a scoundrel anyways. So I guess let's go to the British Museum. Not quite.
Let's head to Baker Street.
Okay, never mind then. Oh, hi.
Hey, Mr. Holmes.
Good day, Rufus.
I've got a message for you, I have. Direct from the yard. I'm supposed to bring you to Inspector Lestrade quick as can be. There's going to be a right important meeting, there is. The PM himself will be there.
For once, Lestrade is ahead of the game. Listen, Rufus, in order to save some precious time, will you bring a message to the Inspector? Tell him to meet me here with as much of the force as he can muster, but he must be discreet. Do you understand?
Right, Mr. Holmes. I'll be off, I will.
Thank you.
Okay.
Let's head to Baker Street.
I mean, I'm already almost there. Come on. So what am I supposed to do here? Said let's head to Baker Street, but for what? To pick up Watson? Ah, yes.
Up, Watson. It's time.
The wave! No! It will engulf me! The tentacles! Ah!
Yep, that's a nightmare from Sherlock Holmes: The Awakening.
Come, my friend. That's all finished and behind us. Compose yourself. We have an appointment in half an hour with the Prime Minister.
So it's a person that literally turned to such bad drug abuse after this happened that, yeah, whatever. You know. Hold on. Where exactly do... Prime Minister. I guess he would be in... the Parliament? Or Buckingham Palace?
No reason to go there.
New Scotland Yard, maybe? No, like
I
not.
have no reason to go there.
No, it's likely the Parliament, isn't it? Or the Courts of Justice? No.
I have no I have no. 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 Here's our next destination, Watson.
Okay.
The British Museum. Come on now, make haste. We're ahead of the game at the moment, and we want to remain that way.
I mean, I didn't know if we would meet him where the theft was, but I guess we want to.
How do you do, Prime Minister? Lestrade.
Mr. Holmes, despite the intelligence and the perspicacity far above the norm that all of England is bestowing you, I assure you that you are 1,000 leagues from imagining to what point I am, let's say, annoyed. Inspector Lestrade here will only give one answer to all of my questions. Ask Sherlock Holmes. So, Mr. Holmes, where are we?
Right in
3
front of
days
the
ago,
British
July
Museum, huh?
14th to be exact, we received a letter from the ubiquitous Arsène Lupin. It is here for your perusal.
Is this in earnest?
The facts concur. We are in our 3rd day, and he has honoured all of his engagements to date.
Even in recent history, this type of preposterousness would have led to war, do you know? Well, Mr. Holmes, all of this is too grievous to be left in the hands of an unofficial detective, no matter what his talents are. From here on, you will be working with Inspector Lestrade. You will be under his authority, and he will report to
Under
my
his
cabinet.
authority?
I am going
How
to call
about the other way
a council
around?
of war, and I want you to know that no matter who you are, all contact with the press is categorically forbidden and will be punished in exemplary fashion. Gentlemen, these damn French, I should send in the fleet.
My dear Lestrade, time is pressing. I don't see anyone here about. Is the museum closed?
No, but as there is work underway and most of the galleries are closed, there isn't a crowd.
Uh-oh.
Unfortunate. Lestrade, listen well. Clear the museum of all visitors and workmen, block the entrance, and post some men around the building. No one is allowed to enter the British Museum from this point on. As for us, Watson, let us assure ourselves that Lupin's next target is still within these walls.
Wait, I have a map of the British Museum that the guard gave me. It could be of some use.
I have the feeling it may be too late already, I don't know. Like, because he didn't set a time.
And you have no idea what's going on?
No, not in the slightest, but I do know that it's rather pleasant watching all these pretty young men in uniform. Our inspector, you are quite the joker, you are going to jail, and everybody... Oh, hello, gentlemen, what can we do for you?
Good day, my name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is Dr. Watson. Are you the museum's curator?
The guard.
The guard, huh?
Could you show me the Rosetta Stone as quickly as possible, please?
Of course.
What the heck
Follow
happened to
me.
his hand there? That looked very unhealthy.
You follow me with muffled steps in the hall, up the stairs, into my small room. That's where you get out your... Here, gentlemen, we have arrived. The Rosetta Stone. Did you know that it was taken from the French?
Mm-hmm.
Only too well. There stands the honour of England that we must be prepared to defend, Watson. Let's find Lestrade. We'll need his men to help search the museum.
I mean, this is a way larger museum than the last one, which is kind of...
The famous Rosetta Stone. After Thomas Young's discovery, Champollion was able to fully decipher the great mystery of hieroglyphs. In fact, this text, a Ptolemaic decree from 196 BC, was inscribed in 3 languages: hieroglyphs, demotics, a popular script at the time, and finally Greek.
Why do they do these diggings? Hello there.
So, Lestrade, how are things coming along?
We have finished, and if I know one thing, it's that Arsène Lupin is not hidden in this museum. We gave everything, even the smallest nook, the once-over, 3 times. The men have doubled the watch outside. This place is protected like a fortress.
Mm-hmm. Except for if he's planning to, go in there hiding as one of his policemen or something.
Excellent. Arsène Lupin isn't inside, and we have made sure that he can't enter. Remember, Lestrade, no one is to breach the walls of the museum. No one.
Tell me, Holmes, 2 hours have passed and we still haven't eaten. Can we...
Certainly, Watson. Find something to restore yourself. Nothing for me.
Ask one of the men outside if there's anything left over from the mess, Watson.
Come, Inspector. Let's go over the plan one more time.
Okay, so we're playing Dr. Watson, huh? I have the feeling that we're only gonna catch Lupin for his last big heist, which means since this is number 3 out of 5, I don't think it's gonna lead anywhere.
Good day, gentlemen. Inspector Lestrade pointed me your way to see if there was anything left to eat.
I'm afraid not. There's a bread bag near the portal over there. There might be a bun or two.
Why is there a bread bag? Which portal do you mean?
I have no interest in going there.
I mean the entrance here somewhere.
Ah, it looks like the police's bread bag. It's a rubbish bag, not a bread bag.
Yep, son.
Hey, Doctor! Psst!
But what are you doing there?
Word on the street is that something big is going down here. Is that true?
Nope,
yes.
we're not.
Well, no. Regardless,
We're
you
not
must
allowed
leave.
to talk
No
to you.
chance. I want my
And give us
scoop.
problem.
You promised me, and the time has come to keep your word.
What
No.
do you want?
Sneak me in, and I'll take some pictures, on the sly, of course, and I'll have a screamer of a headline.
Out of the question. If one of the constables sees you in the museum, you'll be taken as their quarry. And I'll pay the price for having let you in.
Listen, Doctor, I've seen worse. Danger is part of my job. If I am caught, I won't mention your name. You owe me that much. The situation with the medal is almost sorted, and I'll be able to bring it to you tomorrow. You wouldn't rather have me turn up empty-handed and have to explain to the great detective how you've been sneaking around, would you?
I'm not even sure if I can. The museum is guarded like a fortress.
You'll manage, Doctor. The main thing is to find the key to open the confounded gate and get the guards out of the way for a few minutes. Good luck, Doctor. I'll be waiting.
I don't like this at all. Like, not at all. Because we're kind of helping a bad guy when something goes wrong, so...
How are you?
All's well. Just doing my duty.
Before moving away from the police officers, I should try to look for the key to the portal.
Like they on the front desk somewhere? Just an idea. No.
I have no interest in going there.
The director may have the key. Hey. Nah, I love this game for that. There we go, this is always fun.
No interest whatsoever.
So. A lot of weird drawing. A rag. But nothing else. Something Sherlock Holmes may be interested in later, but definitely not be right now. Let's look around a bit, shall we?
How are you?
All's well. Just doing my...
This machine is strange. It must help to locate oneself in this immense library.
So we need to search something later. Oh, nope, never mind. Hi.
So,
Thank you.
my friend, all seems well with you?
Seems we need to talk
Goodness,
to him.
No more visitors, no more racket. At last I can take care of the filing that has been piling up.
Looks pretty impressive in here.
Ah, all these treasures in the museum. A great responsibility to guarantee their security. By the way, are there several keys for the main entrance?
As I said to your colleague, Inspector Lemon or Lester, I can't recall, there is the one that I gave him, and there is the curator's.
Where is the museum curator?
He is on holidays in Scotland for the duration of the renovations, and as he's the only one who can open the strange lock on his strongbox, the key is perfectly secure.
Okay.
Is one of the keys
You
for
sure
the
about
portal
that?
in the curator's office, then?
Yes, near the entrance. The architect is there at present.
I must go now. Until later, perhaps.
Every Wednesday morning meeting of the Commonwealth Archaeological Society. Take 2 magnesium pills from Dr. Bung after each meal. To open 15. That looks like an ank and whatever turned.
The museum director's reminder. Apparently, he suffers from memory loss. He even jots down some sort of hieroglyphs.
I don't know if they truly are hieroglyphs. Something 15. And okay, so it has 4 of these numbers. And then the ones in the middle. So hey, if you click on document, oh, there's the error there. Every Wednesday morning to open. These are 4 and then something 15. From something to 15. This is kind of tricky. I need to find out what they mean. Let's start in the Egyptian part. For the hieroglyphs, maybe we need to go to the books as well.
How are you?
All's well. Just doing my duty.
I don't have time to play tourist. I must take care of this accursed journalist. I don't have time to play tourist. I must take care of this accursed journalist.
No, there could be something that we need. Something with the ang and something with like an animal or something?
I don't have time to play tourist. I must take... I don't have time to
Yeah,
play
yeah,
tourist.
whatever.
I must take care of this accursed journalist.
But there may be a lead. Scorpio's a boat. Not a statue. Which temple do these pillars come from, I wonder? Okay, nothing, we can go there. That's fascinating.
I don't have time to play tourist. I must take care of this accursed journalist. Superb, but I don't have time to visit the museum.
But, okay, well I thought we needed to find some hint on the hieroglyphs, but hey. I love the doors in this game. Now we don't have any items, so whatever we're searching for must be findable like this. I just don't know how. So let's look around the premises a bit more. Nothing, just a one shack, it looks like. Nothing. This is kind of cool. Okay, what's in here? This room seems to be under maintenance a little bit more. Because there's like nothing there.
I don't have time to play tourist. I must take care of this accursed journalist. Superb, but I don't have time to visit the museum. Superb, but I don't have time to visit the museum.
Well, there may have been some clue or something. Oh, these bookshelves look flat AF. That's okay. Violin. Book of paintings.
No interest whatsoever.
No, I wouldn't either if I was you. I mean, I'm interested in this kind of stuff, but I guess Watson is.
I don't have time to play tourist. I must take care of this accursed journalist.
So this is all more Greek than anything else. But good to know. Let's go to the center here to make sure we can.
This machine is strange. It must help to locate oneself in this immense library.
Arts and Science, Britain history, antique and modern history class books, antique and modern theater. Antique and modern history, I would say that's A. Is there something? Anything? There's still A at this. Like any info at all on the... No, I guess not. Let's talk to the... I guess we need that later. Let's talk to the guy once more. Maybe he has an idea.
Beware, Damien, my hands are... Ah, something else, Doctor. Beware, Damien, my hands are...
I guess not. So it must be something that we can find within the entrance hall. These black doors are really weird. I'm stunned, I'm stunned. Guess I'm just too stupid to solve this riddle. Nothing on this bookshelf at all. Nothing, so we need to solve it like this. But what could those symbols mean? Like, is there... I don't know. Okay, whatever. Yeah, red arrows point clockwise, blue point anti-clockwise, I see that. Value written in red 15. The color and value red 15. Pay close attention to the position of the 4 green arrows where they're pointed. Now you move the red arrow to the right place. Okay. Hold on. Oh, this is a bit annoying. Red arrow 15, so... It is 15, which I already did. I guess 75, 45, 30, and 30? But this is 90, so is this like degrees? So like this? But this would be like... Okay, does it go in a row? That's a question, like, does it go... Counter... Hold on, is it counterclockwise? The blue is counterclockwise. So it's 30 for the first, 30 for the second. Oh, you can, oh my goodness, you can go backwards with the other click of the other mouse, oh no. Let's say this is also 30. 45. So 15, 30, 45. 60, 75, 90, something. Next would be 45, which is 3. And then 75. I guess not. Okay. 75, 45, 30, and 30. I knew that. Oh, yeah, I did it the exact opposite way around, because I thought it was counterclockwise, because it said that. So, 75, 45, 30, 30. And now? Yeah, red numbers clockwise from 0 and the blue anti-clockwise. Okay, yeah, okay. So, $45 is right. 30 is then this way. Still doesn't work. I completely like twisted what I just read. That's okay. Again, I'm running on low sleep. That's fine. So, must be the exact other way around. It's gonna take a while. There we go.
What are you doing there?
I was checking to see if the strongbox was locked.
More likely you were checking to see if it was damaged, weren't you? Well, I didn't touch it.
Calm down, young man. What has happened? You seem to be out of sorts.
You wouldn't understand. All this pressure, it's too much. We're 3 weeks behind schedule, and they are constantly threatening to fire me if any of my workmen cause even the slightest damage to any of the works preserved here. And you come in and send my team home and place police officers all over? If they knock over a statue or break a vase, I'll end up carrying the can for the lot.
Now, that's not true. The police are professionals. They will stay clear of the fragile objects, and the statues here are so heavy, there's no chance they will fall.
Hopefully.
You are deceiving yourself. Look at the 2 lions at the entrance. The base of one of the 2 is crumbling so much that it will turn into dust at the slightest noise. And there are plenty like that here.
In any case, young man, you must stop tormenting yourself. No one will wrongly accuse you. Now I must get the police away from the entrance to sneak the journalist in.
Well, we just got a hint to do that, and I think there was a hammer in here?
No interest whatsoever.
Okay, well, I guess we are gonna do it without hammer. There's multiple. Oh, does he mean? Yeah, I mean he showed the thing on the stairs. So, you mean this one, right?
This limestone pedestal is crippled by the humidity. A small knock by a blunt instrument, and it will topple like a castle of cards.
That would mean the wonky lion would fall. Come on, aren't they cute? They look so wonky. It's obvious what we need to do. If the door would open, like yeah. Okay, let's go right how I get the
Before
British
moving
Museum.
away from the police officers, I should try to look for the key to the portal.
Okay, I need to give him the key first. Thanks for saying that, because I have the key, you stupid.
Find a way to get rid of the police, Doctor.
Yeah, I am. I just needed to get you The stupid key, you stupid idiot. So don't nag me, I would have, like, gotten them away beforehand
It
if the...
pains me to hurt this work of art, but I have no other choice. Only an event of this magnitude can create a diversion.
It wasn't me!
Good God, what has happened?
It wasn't me!
I just arrived. The base must have caved in under the weight of the statue.
It wasn't me!
The statue can't stay on the ground. We must keep it up away from the humidity.
It wasn't me!
Find anyone in the museum to help lift it. I'll go outside to find reinforcements.
It wasn't me! It
Sounded
wasn't me!
I had a nervous breakdown because of Oslo. I'm so sorry. Oh, Watson, just tell Sherlock Holmes what happened with his Medal of Honor and it's gonna be fixed later.
What's all this racket?
A statue has collapsed in the entrance hall. We must quickly move it. Otherwise, the invoice will be sent to your unit. Come, give us a hand.
But we aren't allowed to leave our post.
In Afghanistan, I was shot, and I'm no longer able to exert myself with that arm. I will be of no use lifting, but I could keep an eye while you help your colleagues.
In that case...
Also, the statue is in there and not towards here, but hey, I guess animation be animation. Shouldn't complain. Yes, I could warp there, but of course I didn't.
Well done, Doctor. You are obviously a man of his word, and resourceful also.
Hurry up and above all, stay hidden. The last thing I want is for you to be caught.
Ha! No one has succeeded in doing that yet. Until later, Doctor.
And I really hope you're not the thief we're trying to catch, because that would be very much so bad. I want to save, just because we have spent so much time here and I don't want to... I mean, it's not much that we did, but I really don't want to... Interesting. Dracula origin, the mystery of the Persian counterfeit and the Ripper. Yeah, no, that's not what I meant to. I meant to click on resume. I guess we need to, or we can, go to the entrance hall. That's probably why they set the checkpoint before,
there
so
you are,
we can.
Gentlemen. You can reclaim your post. Nothing happened. Smooth sailing.
Well, Watson, it would appear that you served as reinforcement to Lestrade's men. It's a pleasure to see that 2 sleepless nights haven't taken away your legendary spirit of enterprise. Well, gentlemen, we'll wait and wait some more.
Yeah, if we didn't just let the culprit in later. But yeah, we shall figure that out.
Power surrounding the building. My men have a carbide searchlight. No way of getting past it as long as it's a clear
Night
night.
of July 16th to
I have,
17th,
moreover,
1898.
locked all of the exits
95.
leading onto the hall where the Rosetta Stone is found, and placed a man by each of the doors.
And it's a heavy stone, so if so, like, I wonder if it can even be stolen.
4 of my best men are locked inside and stationed directly in front of the stone. Knowing that it weighs almost 1,500 pounds, Lupin doesn't stand a chance.
We'll know soon enough.
Excuse me, Inspector, but I hope that your men won't forget to replace the iron bars in the room where they were. They shouldn't be left outside, as they don't like the humidity.
What are you saying, young man? I never gave the order to take any iron bars.
Listen, they were there 2 hours ago. Who would have taken them if not your men?
Leave it to me, Lestrade.
I'm just curious what that's in kilogram. Yeah, 680 kilogram, that's quite a lot.
Young man, you said some iron bars had disappeared. Can you show me where?
Follow me.
Well, I have a bad feeling about this, of course.
Here's the spot.
Tell me, what can be made with iron bars?
Everything and anything.
And the hammer is also gone.
Do you know if anything else is missing?
I don't know. I didn't take the time to look because I must prepare some plans.
Return to your work. For the time being, I'll see if anything else is missing, and I'll come find you if I need any further
And the
information.
rope.
Watson, join Lestrade and keep a check on things.
As for me, I'll be in my actually, the director's office if you need me.
So we know what's missing. We know it's a hammer here that's missing. There's
Box
something
of
missing
soap
there.
was recently removed.
We know
Some
that
rolls
there's...
of rope were there.
And the hammer was what Watson took, so hopefully that shouldn't be an issue.
There was a pulley here.
And then the iron bars, obviously. Anything else missing? I mean, that one... Oh, there's the hammer. Just blind. There's an open box. I don't know if that was open before. I think that's all. Right.
I was just saying that some things are missing. Would you have any idea?
No idea. Let's see if anything else is missing.
But I got everything in the room. Must have missed something. I guess that was everything in here, right?
Impressive collection of artists' medals by Dacier. It's Richard I, King of England, better known as Richard the Lionheart.
But there's nothing missing here.
The print from the bag that was found here is quite clear. The bag was recently removed.
Okay. That is indeed a bit more worrying. Know if there was much else here. One's missing? No. Something here missing. I don't know. That's the problem. We don't know where exactly he stole everything, so I need to take a full tour around everything.
A tarpaulin protected these materials, and it was removed.
Well, I guess let's go to the office. And tell him.
Any news, Mr. Holmes?
I think I made the round of all the missing objects. Here I noted them on a piece of paper. Can you tell me now what could be made with this?
Hold on. I need to think for a moment.
It's quite thoughtful of them.
What's going on, Barn Cow?
The police are too kind. They took the time to remove the rubble that was in the hall.
However, they were given orders to not leave their post. Strange. I must look into that. Until later. Footprints, look. These footprints are size 9. Hold on. The most recent footprints on the ground correspond exactly with those that I found in the National Gallery, in the soil from the pot. Those of Lupin.
Oh, I think I found it, Mr. Holmes. Upon closer inspection, the soap doesn't seem to have anything to do with this. I think they mean to install a pulley on a tripod in order to reel up a load situated much lower, like in a mine, for example.
What is the maximum weight of the load that we can raise?
Given the strength of the bars, it would all depend on the counterweight used. If, for example, we used one of the pedestals of the lions in front of the stairs, we could lift more than 2,000 pounds.
Holmes! Holmes! Come here! Quick!
It's Watson. We must get to him quickly.
Well, I have a bad feeling about that. But also, to be fair, it's Watson's fault that he left the guys, the reporter in. I have the feeling that is very bad.
Blasted door, I can never seem to open it. Oh, there it is.
Quick!
Blazes.
Damnation!
Amen.
Outside, quickly. We can attempt to intercept him before he absconds. Lupin is there.
Stylish. And we let him in, or I think Dr. Watson let him in. I have a feeling that maybe the reporter... Wow, that is impressive for the time. Like any kind of thinner
no sign
animation,
of
like paper and things like that, super hard.
We've been trumped. And here I thought our security was perfect.
It was, Lestrade, it was. It was impossible for him to enter the museum unless we let him in ourselves.
What are you suggesting? None of my men would have...
It wasn't one of your men, Lestrade. They are all fine police officers. No, it would have been someone who was deceived by Lupin and let him in unwittingly. What do you think, Watson?
Ah, well, you must be right, Holmes, as usual.
Very well. I will have my men keep an eye on the watchman and the architect. Who knows if either of those two chaps is an accomplice of the diabolical Frenchman?
Do that, Lestrade. As for you, Watson, would you be so good as to examine the police who lost consciousness? They may have been injured in the scuffle.
Certainly.
There is a message written on Lupin's calling card. The game begins anew.
Where's that you should go? The beast at the entrance, no. Look for the dark, not the light. The one left will steer you right. Okay, so, beast on the entrance, those are the lions. Right? Then look for the dark, not the light, so somewhere behind it. Just to make sure that I cannot put it. I would have thought it meant the lions, right? I would have thought it meant this guy. Instead, you should go. The beast in the at the entrance. No, look for that, not the light. The one on the left was to your right. I would have thought these are the beasts on the entrance. Maybe not. Maybe they mean the entrance of the other hall.
The Shedu. In Akkadian mythology, they were benevolent demons. The Shedu. In Akkadian mythology, they were benevolent demons.
Or does it mean these beasts, like this one?
Colossal bust of Ramesses II,
No,
Ramesses
that's
the
not
Great.
beast. I think it really means this beast in the entrance, maybe. The one on the left was steer your right. Like it points to here. And there's nothing here. Don't even know if it means these beasts, that's a problem. And the entrance of what? We have so many entrances. Like, the lions aren't really playing, and that's a problem. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. On the other side of the entrance. Yeah, Fountains. Oh, the fountains! I totally forgot there was the fountains. Yeah, I remember them. They're like these weird, like, half-bowl fountains on the walls. Ah, yeah, I'm way too tired for this. Come on, let's do my best. Hopefully the next ones will be better. The one in the shadow, so the one on the left was the
A new
right.
message. What now?
Molière, the Pope was the greatest of the great, till along did come that Englishman we do hate. What ye are now to do is find his Veronese lovers too.
I must find a connection to those Veronese lovers.
Molière, I guess we can go to the library? Find out who Molière is. Hopefully.
This machine is strange. It must help to locate oneself in this immense library.
Right?
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Molly, you're... okay. What about that?
I must have made a mistake. Time to think. I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Have I misspelled him 3 times or something?
I must have made a mistake.
Nope.
Time to
Molière's lovers. I would say probably in the Greek house. Sorry, I have hiccups, which is very annoying. The 2 lovers, so...
A statue of Kali, the goddess of the dead. Destructive feminine energy. An incomplete table service, but priceless all the same. The solar system, impressive and ingenious. It's Richard I, King of England, better known as Richard. Impressive collection of artists' medals by Dacier. Marble statue of Demeter. A sculpture from the Roman epoch. A koala.
Oh, it lowers, or is it like... Must be somewhere else then. Hmm. To hydrate. I mean, I would have thought that I could just... Veronese lovers. I mean, we have Verona as a setting point of Shakespeare's story. So something of Romeo and Juliet. Maybe like that's something to do with Romeo and Juliet. I could look for Verona or Shakespeare.
I must have made a mistake. Here's what I've been looking for.
There we go. G4, G84. On the ground floor, I have no clue what the 8-4 means.
Here's what I've been looking for.
What is this sharp thingy? My God, what have you got in your head? I'll have to watch out for your bread if you stick it in my... So, Mr. Holmes, so many emotions tonight. Isn't that right?
At least you haven't lost your good humour.
Oh, you know, one lost pebble just makes room for one more.
Fair.
If I was looking for a book in this massive library, how would I go about doing it?
Look in one of the catalogues near the entrance. The catalogue will indicate in which part of the library, on which level and which shelf, going left to right, the book is found. Good luck!
Listen, I'm searching for a book having to do with the lovers of Verona.
You will certainly find it here in the reading room. There are plenty of love stories from Verona and elsewhere, maybe even something from London, for example, in a museum,
Thank you.
So yeah, 8, 4 is likely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 4, so up there. Which I already checked. I tried this down here, I thought maybe they would go up in the numbers, but I guess not, so maybe. Oh. This is a bit frustrating.
There, Romeo and Juliet. Look, a piece of paper seems to be marking a page.
Or yes, but where does the 8 come from? Leading nowhere, I've seen a door of red copper or bronze from ages yore. You're within range of the way out next book, my friend, if you know how to count and how to look. A 4th band starting from the ground, you will count men roaming around. The number found will be that of the page on which you must read the first word to gauge. Now the 7th, counting from the top, take only the left and then stop. Count the legs of the animals that knee. Use it as you did the others, that's the way. The book that's used for reference will be found with a bit of chance. Product of the 2 numbers found gives it a page my advice is sound.
Thanks to this door, I should know which book to find next.
Which door? Which door? The red door, but where's the red door? Huh? Of red copper or bronze from ages yore. I've seen a door of red copper or bronze from ages yore. Leading over, does he mean this thing? This thing. I didn't understand what he means with the red door. We've been starting from the ground. What does he mean with leading to nowhere? This is not a door, this is a panel. Which door does he mean? Okay, I'm gonna look this up, I'm confused. Oh, Egyptian and Babylonian hall as instructed. Oh, he means... I thought in the library, oh. Because Holmes wasn't really, okay. Yeah, again, I'm tired. So this probably, right?
It's an ancient Babylonian door.
So, from this one, hold on. There was something about counting men, so... Cover from pages. I have to wait to the next book, my friend, if you know count how to look. Fourth band. We'll count the men roaming around. The number found will be that of the page on which you must read the first word I gauge. Okay. The fourth band
It's
from
an
the
ancient
ground.
Babylonian door.
And then you must count the men. "41? Did I count right? I can't tell if it's men as in only men and not women, or if it's like all of them. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, right?
Thanks to this door, I should know which book to find next.
I guess back to the library then.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
But he said just now that now he knows what to read next, right? The fourth band from the ground. That was the only one we could read from, right? Let's see if that was right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this one.
It's an ancient Babylonian door.
I'll say this is the fourth band from the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
It's an ancient Babylonian door.
And we can also count this one. I guess let's do that just for jokes. 3, 4, 5. Need to see in the other band. This one cannot be it. Need to see if I'm missing
It's an
something.
ancient Babylonian door.
Is there something I'm missing, like on the ground or something, people-wise? I don't see any other people though. Okay, I must have miscounted, but I think I did the right thing. Yeah, 41. 7th row oh? What? There was more? Hold on. I'm spinning off. Number found right after the page on which you must read the first 7 count from the top, diagonally the left, and then stop. Count the legs of the animals that nay, you did the other, that's the way. Okay. No, I thought, because I looked at the band, and I got the number of men, I thought that it meant that that was enough of a hint to find the book, because Sherlock hates that. Yeah, today I'm just, the only left and then stop. Count the legs on the animal that neigh. Okay, so 7.
It's an ancient Babylonian door.
And then only on the left, so this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 4. $36, right? Or 136 or something. Remember this number 2. Okay, multiply, never mind. I'm like totally out of it today. I really wish I didn't have to look all this up, but yeah, I'm tired. Way too tired. Okay. Well, 1476. I really wanna like solve these without looking it up.
This is where the books dealing with the Empire's dominions are found.
14.7. D 14.7. I don't understand the system quite yet, because like the rows before it was the middle for some reason, even though the 8 was like in the beginning, so just gonna roam through. 3 will give me some kind of clue, hopefully. I assume 14 is gonna be up stairs.
Ah, here's the book I was looking for. Hindu Enchantment. Nothing special here. Nothing special here.
The number found will be that of the page on which you must read the first
Nothing
page
special here.
I gave. Yeah, but oh, we can scroll through. Okay, that's good, because I was like 41,
this
I cannot
book is
see.
Interesting.
Kali, huh? The goddess. We already saw her before. So let's go to her. Ah, you cannot. Okay. We saw Kali before. It's in this one, right?
A statue of Kali, the goddess of the dead. Destructive feminine energy.
Amen. So, anything at all? Well, that was the solution, right?
A statue of Kali, the goddess of the dead. Destructive feminine energy.
Was that not it? Oops, what the heck?
A unique collection of precious ancient vases.
That's used for reference will be found with a bit of chance. Of reference will be found with a bit of chance.
Impressive collection of artists' medals by Dacier.
What the heck?
It's Richard I, King of England, better known as Richard the Lionheart.
So you led me to Kali, and now I'm so stunned. I hate it. It feels bad. Come on. Where am I supposed to go? Sorry. Oh, yeah, 36. Oh, I missed the 36. I'm so stupid. No, I'm so tired. Yeah, no, I feel stupid still though. So Kali, and then... But I went to Kali and there was nothing, but I guess you need to find both books to do this. There it was.
Ah, here's the book I was looking for.
Yeah, whatever. I'm sorry,
this book is
today's not a good day.
interesting.
Search Kali. Yeah, but I did.
I found the correct pages in the book. Now, what should I look for?
Well, probably the thing I already did. I just was, you know, a bit premature there. But there we go, Kali. Hey man!
A new message. What now?
A free mod is exactly the same, but one of us has been altered in the game. Remove it if you please, but do not hurt us. The edition can be removed without much fuss. Three brothers. Where have we seen three brothers? I feel like we've seen them in the Egyptian hall, right? Or is it...
Impressive collection of artists' medals by Dacier.
Yeah, no, I don't figure this. I think it must be somewhere here. Three brothers. Is it like something to do with, like, people?
Egyptian stele.
No. Must be like, there must be something on one of the side walls or something of like brothers.
Granite sarcophagus of Parhemnadja, high priest of Fat at Memphis.
No, whatever. There was like these three. Is it this one?
Here are the three brothers that the poem speaks of.
Yeah, okay.
Lupin is right. I mustn't destroy this piece, but there is a clue.
I need to read the clue again. But one of us has been altered in the game. Okay,
Here are the
something...
three brothers that the poem speaks of. Lupin is right. I mustn't destroy this piece, but there is a clue.
Exactly the same besides what? Toes seem to be the same. The tail things seem to be the same. Where's there anything different? Like these look the same. Cannot even look at this. Is it like something to do with the beard? Or the ears? The ear is different, but that's not like something, I guess. What am I not seeing here? 3 brothers, all the same. Like the eyes are very similar. The earrings are like almost the same. Like these two have the earrings. This one has been removed, but like...
A new message.
Okay, there we go. Okay, you needed to drink or be drunk. Treaty or a treaty on wine youngs.
All of this must surely have a connection with the books that are found in the reading room.
In the reading room? Drunk wine? Drunk wine?
Da-dum-da-dum. Quite the business this, isn't it?
Drink or be drunk? Treaty on wine jugs. Is that the book we're searching for? The treaty? Like drink? Why is drink circled? Is that what we search for? Yeah. E12-3, so... Must be at one lower. Still don't quite know how this system works at all. I mean, 3 is... but... oh, it's a 12 rows.
Drink
I
and
thought
be
it was
drunk.
like
Here's the
shelves.
book. One
Okay.
of the pages is dog-eared. It must be important. I will copy it out.
Hi there, I'm struggling. This receptacle of over 3 feet high is adorned with geometric motifs, sketches of lace and reeds. The handles, which were inappropriate for transportation, were very decorative and were sculpted into the shape of necks and heads of geese resting on the side of the basin. Without doubt, the artist imagined them being the ancient gardens of the divine beverage that was destined to be decanted in the sumptuous receptacle, but also as a sacred, sarcastic witness of the boorish behavior of the intoxicated guest. I saw a large chalice in the Greek room. After a few latest fool who knows of what mockery some imagined be coming from their
It's
bakes.
curious what is written here.
Okay. I think it means, no, I mean struggling in a stupid way. I think it means this one though, right? Like one of these. That one doesn't
The
have
famous
geese.
Piranesi vase.
No. It's this
there is
one.
something
Geese
here.
necks. Yeah. Behind another holding 2 monkeys is a man. From the nail of the left thumb starts the plan. 3 downwards you must align. The next step is 5 to the right. To find the second one, take a long round picture good for eating. We get it from a song. You see two young girls and an olive tree, measure width of this plate you see. Okay.
I must find something that resembles the description given in the poem.
Not about the
Wonderful
plates.
dishes.
So. Behind another holding two monkeys as a man. When the nail of the left stump starts the plan. And 3 downwards you must align. Next step is to go 5 to the right. Okay, monkey. I don't see any plate with a monkey. So on the top somewhere.
Wonderful dishes.
Let's read somewhere. So, the round picture good for eating, we get it for song. You see two young girls on an olive tree. Measure this width of the plate you see. And girls with an olive tree, that's this one.
There, I measured it properly.
Diameter 52 centimeters.
52, okay. But then the riddle continued further, so let's read this before I miss something else. First one by 100 minus the second by 10, that gives the exact place where you find me then. Behind another holding two monkeys as a man from the nail left thumb starts a plan. I think that maybe these.
A unique collection of precious ancient vases.
No? Okay. Something with numbers, so not this one. Maybe the one with the coins. Maybe the coins of the other collective.
Impressive collection of artists' medals by Dacier.
No. Monkey, there's the monkey.
A koala?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm... Here's the first thing that we're searching for. Behind another holding two monkeys is a man. From the nail on the left stump, the thumb starts. Behind another holding two monkeys is a man. Cannot go and look into here.
The famous Piranesi vase. It's Richard I, King of England, better known as Richard the Lionheart.
Another holding two monkeys. This is not two monkeys.
A koala? Strange, this Stella. It could be an ancient custom stop panel.
Custom stop panel. That would be funny. Is this the monkeys? But I only see one. Is there something with monkeys here? Besides the three brothers, of course. They look like monkeys, in a way. I know it's not friendly, but like, you know, the drawing makes them look like monkeys.
Limestone Stella with 3 figures of Bess, protector of households, brandishing a sword. A man holding 2 monkeys. Curious piece.
Okay. The fun. This is probably this part. Found it. Let's read further. Behind another holding 2 monkeys is a man. From the nail on the left thumb starts the plan. 3 downwards you must align, and then 5 to the right. So this one, right?
I will recopy all of that to better study it. I
There we
definitely
go.
recognize the distinct cuneiform writing. I must decipher this text.
So E is 3. This could be T then. For the, I don't know if this is like a repetitive pattern thing, but... And then H is gonna be the E with the... No, okay, it only appears when it's right. I just wanted to see. So, where's the... hold on. This one. Oops, I didn't click the right one. So it only appears when it's right. So this is R, likely from here. So R is this like line with the other like triangle that here. Is probably, and this is then something C or something. So let's try the I with the, yep, and then the 2 palms is the S. And then this is likely an A with the 2 parallel. Tame, maybe? Either tame or take. I'm gonna try tame. So M is like this. Tame. The C. And maybe? Where's the one with the 3? It's kind of hard to find in the sorting. Okay. And then the is the crossed over. Then tame the C and put it on. I think this is on. So O with the crossed over. Put so. Is that this one? No, it's the one with 1. Same symbol, but like one thing and not the right thing. Again, they could have sorted it a bit better, I think. There. That's not it, because it goes through both. This one stops here, it goes through both. So like this again, but not the right one. Where is it? There it is. Put. So U is the 3 dancing things. 3. Put it on the row. And forest. This is forest. So F is this like with the this E symbol. On top of it, probably all, because that would be the only one that makes sense to repeat. Here's 4 probably. So F. No. Your. It's a Y. Your hill. It's your hill. Leisure? Hill. Leisure, probably. But then we have that. go on. This is go. So the G is like the 1E. I would say treasure to go on, but that doesn't work. Then tame the sea and put it on the row, whatever. And play maybe? No. Place maybe, place. Let's try to see. Place the forest on top of it all. Here's your hill. Rock and place the forest on top of it all. Here's your hill. What does easier mean? Like seizure? I don't think that's it. Might as well try. Where's the symbol? There. Seizure, okay. Is it truly seizure? Yeah, I cannot choose that anywhere else. No! It's not what I... No, I accidentally did that. I didn't mean to. Oh no. Okay, so it does replace it. Okay. I would still say this. So it is random. Okay. So I need to be more careful. I did something wrong there. But I still would say this is the sea. And this is forest. But I need to find all the letters, I guess. Okay, this X thing makes off, it makes just sense. And then R is the 2 lines. Then take the C and put it on the whatever this is. I think it's then take the C. Can I? I'm gonna Google if I can find the full text. Maybe that will help. I don't think you're supposed to, but yeah, no clue. But I think this one is N. So it makes sense. You know, then take the C, I think. Where's the... which sign is it? This one? No. It's the one with the 1. I did the same mistake. Then... I would say this is take, right? So K... The C and... the... where's the... This is, yeah, this is really unorganized. Rocks. I mean, this is probably rocks, right? So C is the small one. Grace, maybe? Grace the forest? But we have to... And... on top... place the forest, then take the sea and put it on the rocks and place the forest on top of it all. Okay, is this like a creation myth? So, you know, like we got it put, where's the stupid, it's here somewhere, not this one, but the one with the follow through, but also not this one. Where is it? Man, the organization sucks. Put. So, U is the three triangle things, not here. But similar, they put it, so. On the rocks. And place. The forest on top of it all. Here is your hill. Either, what could we measure? Probably measure, right? Now we have the M3. Measure it all and move on. Measure it and go on. So the E is go. Okay, there we go. Behind not holding two monkeys is a man. From now on the left palm starts to plan the 3. Downward you must align. Next step is to go 5 to the right. Take the sea and put it on the rocks and place the forest on top of it all. Here's your hill. Measure it and go on.
Neo-Assyrian stone relief representing an homage to King
Hill. Place the hill.
II. The monkey is a very sought-after animal in Mesopotamian art. An exotic animal of great value.
Which hill do we measure? Is it somewhere here?
A unique collection of precious ancient vases.
Nope. No. Which hill do we measure? Ah!
Impressive collection of artists' medals by Dacier. It's Richard I, King of England, better known as Richard the Lionheart.
I'm struggling so much.
Colossal marble foot.
This is a
Marble
hill
statue
and
of
not a
Demeter.
heel.
Strange, this Stella. It could be an ancient custom stop panel.
Which hill? Take the seed and put it on the rocks. Place the forest on top of it all. Okay, I'm stumped again. I would have never guessed that you have to enter those because it was requiring numbers, so what? But you need to like measure something.
I must have made a mistake. Time to think. I must have made a mistake. Time to think.
Okay, what? Need to enter 3 items from what you just deciphered. Use the card machine, the sea, the rocks, and the forest. Oh, okay, all at once. That is stupid.
Here's what I've been looking for.
C45. C45. Okay. That's not what I wanted. So 4 must be 4 from down, so that should be 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Then which one do we measure? That's the question. So, see, measure, and here's your hill. Measure it can go on. C, put it on the rocks and place the forest on top of it all. So, take the C, put it on the rocks, other way around. The rocks, the sea, and the forest. And measure that. Oh, come on.
There. I
Okay.
measured it properly. 17 centimeter 20. All of this must surely have a connection with the books that are found in the reading room.
So, 1720, and then first one by 100 minus the second by 10. So, 1720 by 100 is 1720. Wow. And then minus the second by 10 is minus 520. And that is 1200. So 1200. Let's see.
Elementary.
Gastronomic Exoticism by Ferdinand Porkhorse. J93. Hey, come on. J, the 9's upstairs. Hold on. Hello? Yeah, this is right. Come on. Tables Françaises Lexus in the Gastronomie. Okay. What did the riddle say? Is the exact place where you find me then. But I need to read the beginning again. Hand another hole into monkeys as a man. No. First by 100 minus the second by 10. That is the exact place where you will find me then. Okay, but then there was another. But I found that. Where? What am I supposed to do? You know? Yeah, but I did that already. Yeah, I did that. So. What? But I haven't found the clue yet. Where is the freaking clue? Like, we found the book. Where's the freaking clue? Yeah, whatever. We got the solution, so we must miss some riddles. Plate featuring... Yeah, I already did the plate thing, so the second. 3 items, I did that. I did. I did. I did. I did. I did. Okay. What? In the lower left of the image holding a koala? Where? Oh my goodness, there. Oh, that is mean. Okay, never mind. That was just mean. So I kind of got the... We know where the koala is. We've seen it so many times before. Oh, that was just... Ay, yikes. Hello, the koala?
The animal is holding a small piece of paper between its paws.
Okay. Let me just quickly stretch, because my legs are killing me. I've been sitting in a weird pose and they're starting to tingle from falling asleep. Ugh. Okay. I can be full of water, full of wine. The potter gave me beautiful design. Amongst others, and for your sake you must break me as I'm fey. 2 handles, but not 1 cork. On me I have a yellow, brown, black. You can see animals. Okay, so it's probably the vases, right? Is it? Like, likely, right?
There is something here.
I guess we didn't need to solve the riddle, huh? Ah, fun! A puzzle! Start with the lower... Okay, let's start with the lower part of it. Nope. You're not the lower part, you're on top. This one fits perfectly. So, there seems to be the clue, huh? But we cannot read it before we don't put together all of the parts, I guess. Lovely. That's fine. I love a little bit of puzzling, don't you guys? Probably we're gonna go for some clue in the image as well. This is the middle on the top. It's the right where the man is. It's the left where the... Or is it the full? No, it's somewhere on the left. Some kind of bird. Man. The lion? And the eagle. Sounds like the ghost of the witch in the wardrobe. Which is, you know. Ghost? It's not the ghost, the witch in the wardrobe. The lion, the witch, and the wardrobe. There we go. Why did I say ghost? That was weird. I love the Narnia, Chronicles of Narnia. They're beautiful. That's not right. This is right. That's the eagle's thing. This is the man's stuff. This is the mountains over the lion. This is this corner, and this one is this corner. There we go.
What now?
Both bull and lion, guardian and demon. With the bearded face of man strong and true, wings spread, hold the next sermon between my sharp claws, eye the shadow.
Resembles the description given in the poem.
Oh, I think I know which exactly, because we already thought they may have something.
The Shedu. In Akkadian mythology, they were benevolent demons.
So something behind its, in between its claws, huh? I see something there. Hello? There. Yeah, can I... Thank you.
A piece of paper is still hidden there. Lupin must have prepared his coup for weeks, even if he was obliged to improvise somewhat tonight.
Yeah, and he just, you know, slid on the stone, like, right into the air. So, you know, which is totally something somebody can do with, like, a several 100 kilo heavy stone, you know, just like on 2 ropes. But yeah. From the youngest Henry award half of his number to Edward. Must replace the kings it did obtain with Richard, whose number is the same, minus that of Charles the first to move forward. And John to first James, you must cut Christian name. The number plus 3 will do. This given name will give the number to and exchange the kings with Charles too. Is this the coins? I have the feeling this may be the coins now. Because, like, there's only the coins have the faces of kings, I think. So let's see, is it this? Okay, so, from the youngest Henry, award half of his number to Edward. Henry. Second, third, fourth, fifth. No. Sixth. Seventh. Okay, 7. Half of his number is... What half of his number to... From the youngest Henry. Okay, the youngest Henry is what kind of coin? Half of his number to Edward. So, the second? What am I supposed to do here? Half of his number to Edward. You must replace the king you did obtain with Richard, whose number is the same. But we have from the youngest Henry. Oh, from the youngest Henry. The youngest is obviously like the Henry the there. So Henry the 8th, which is 4. So Henry the 8th is to Edward. Half of the number to Edward. So Henry the 8th is the last one. Half his number is Edward the 4th, which is 3rd. Edward the 4th. There we go. I need to remember this one. Edward the 4th. Place the king you did obtain with Richard, whose number is the same. So Richard the 4th is... I see Richard the 3rd. I see Richard the 3rd, but not Richard the 4th. But are the youngest... So, from the youngest Henry, about half is number to Edward. So, the youngest Henry is obviously Henry the 8th. Like, youngest means, like... Well, like, does youngest mean, like, youngest and, like, died young? Because then, if we only have Richard the 3rd, that means it must have been, when you have Richard the 3rd as highest, that means it must have been Henry the 3rd. Which is here. Which is gonna be replaced by... No, the 6th. So Henry award half his number to Edward. So Edward the 3rd must it be. So it must be Henry the 6th, right? Henry the 6th. But he wasn't young, was he? To Edward the 3rd, to Richard the 3rd. Minus that of Charles the 1st to move forward. So, minus that of Charles the 1st. move forward. Whoops. I don't think you need to move them. It's number 2, and exchange this king with Charles too. Okay, so exchange is only the last one. So, from John to the first change. Okay. Hold on. From the youngest Henry, about half is number to Edward. So the youngest Henry is clearly like the Henry with the highest number, which is Henry the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So, which is then going to something, so to Richard the 4th, right? Not Richard, so to Edward. So from the youngest Henry, about half is number to Edward, Edward the 4th. You must replace the king you did obtain with Richard, whose number is the same, but we don't have Richard the 4th. Except if he changed his name. Man. So was there like a, I'm gonna Google if there was a Richard the 4th that changed his name. Nope, there is no Richard the 4th. So it must be the youngest. But why does it say the youngest? This doesn't make any sense. From the youngest Henry, which the youngest Henry... Henry the 6th. Okay, so it was Henry the 6th, so it makes sense. So the youngest doesn't... So this guy, from the youngest Henry, what half is number to Edward? So Henry the 6th to Edward the 3rd. You must replace the king you did obtain with Richard, whose number is the same. So Edward replaced with Richard. Minus that of Charles the 1st to move forward. What? Minus that of Charles the 1st to move forward. So with Richard the 2nd then, and not Richard the 3rd. So Edward the 3rd with Richard the 2nd, right? Minus that of Charles the 1st to move forward. From John to the 1st James, must cut a Christian name. So, from John to the 1st James. You must cut a Christian name. Mary. As those... Mary's the one... That's Christian, right? The number plus 3 will do. This given name, we give this number 2. Okay, I am so confused. I need to get a hint. Yeah, I know. Letter details the exact instructions. Place Edward with... Yeah, okay, I did. Edward the 4th with Richard. Hold on. Edward the Fourth with Richard the Third. How did I go from that? Hold on. So. From the youngest Henry, which is Henry VI, so half of the number to Edward, so Edward III, you must replace the king you did obtain with Richard, whose number is the same. So Edward III with Richard, right? So the third. Why Edward IV? Is it like truly the youngest from like historical standpoint? Because it says whose number is the same, which 4 to 3 is not the same. So Richard III with Edward IV.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Okay, he says to me what happened. Oh man, this is stupid. From the youngest Henry, what half is number to Edward? Must replace the king you did obtain with Richard, whose number is the same. Minus that of Charles I to move forward. So Henry the Eighth with Charles I? No. I am so confused about this. With Charles II? Oh, you mean the 3 from the previous one to Charles II. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is complicated. No. That's not it. Henry VI, the one we had before.
Perfect.
There
now
we go.
on to the next step.
Okay, let's try the next one by ourselves. So, from John to the first James, you must cut a Christian name, which is Mary. The number plus 3 will do. This given name, we give this number 2. So Mary the First, but we don't have a Mary the Third. A Christian name must be from John to the first James, must cut a Christian name. So the first James, and the first John, and there's no other John. A Christian name. Which one of these besides Mary is Christian? But we don't have a Mary the Third. The number plus 3 or the 4th. This given name, we give this number 2. And exchange the king with Charles 2. Okay, how? What? I have no clue. With the same Richards. Richards with William. Oh gosh. How would I know that these are Christian names? So... Richard 1 with William
Perfect.
1.
Now on to the next step.
How would I have figured
Perfect.
that one
Now on
out?
to the next step.
And then Richard 3 with... Where's William 3? There.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
How would I have figured that out? Like... From John the First to the first James, you must cut Christian name. The numbers plus 3 will do? What? Okay, I have no clue about this riddle. This riddle is, sorry. Place all medals on the 4th and 6th columns. Counting from the left. Keep them in the same row, but swap the columns. On the 4th and 6th columns. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. So this one? No. Oh, from the left. I was for some reason I counted from the right. So
Perfect. Now
okay,
on to
there
the
we
next
go.
Step.
That makes sense.
Perfect. Now on to the next step.
Yeah, whatever. This riddle
Perfect.
is
Now on to the next
stupid.
step.
Like I don't
Perfect. Now on
understand
to the next
how
step.
the solution comes to this conclusions, you know? Collect the giant gray metal at the end and break that metal. What? Where is giant gray's metal? There.
This metal is a fake, and I must open it. It appears to be quite solid, and I don't want to break its contents. I must find a precision instrument.
A precision instrument.
The solar system. A lovely Stradivarius. It's Richard I, King of England, better known as Richard the Lionheart.
Think the only instruments we've really seen were at let's talk to the let's talk to the architect, or like go in here, cause like any instruments with which I could break this? No. Precision instruments to break this. Maybe the architect has something. But yeah, that riddle just now, like, I don't know if it's just me or if that was just weird.
If it isn't the architect.
Two.
Tell me, would you happen to have amongst your tools an implement that could split metal?
Ah, yes. In fact, I have an extremely rare tool whose sole purpose is that.
Oh, perfect. Loan it to me, please.
Could I borrow this implement?
It should be over there. It's a saw with a diamond-edged blade, made in South Africa. It cuts the hardest of steels like butter. There are only 3 in the world. By Jove, I can't seem to find it.
Was it prudent to leave it here for all to see?
I only received it last night, and I was waiting until I had the combination to this strongbox in which to store it. In any case, it was still there when the workmen left, and I was to take it when I went home. My goodness, where could it be?
Good
I'll
question.
attempt to find something else, thank you.
But where would we find something else? Maybe the director knows something? But then he and Watson are gone anyway. Where are we supposed to find something else? Can talk to the other guy in the middle, maybe he has an idea. Like, where would we find something else besides a saw? But yeah, I feel like the riddle before with the coins, I don't know. I kind of want to, like,
Quite the business this, isn't
find
it?
a solution that may help, like I want to kind of watch a video to see how the solution is, like, actually working with the coins, like, the logic behind it, because I am just more than stumped in this regard. Like, I don't know if it's just me or if it's truly like difficult. Maybe there's something in one of the tracts of the museum. Maybe we can go to the Egyptian part and find something or something. Because I haven't found anything in the other part. Don't think anything's here. It's probably that the saw was taken. But yeah, I'm kind of a little pissed at this riddle. Kind of a little sad because I really wanted to try, but no, I didn't want to like rely on the riddle on the solution all of today, but like I don't know. Like first the tightness and then yeah, a bit over time, but I don't care. I want to like have some achievement of my own, but like
black granite statues of Sekhmet, Egyptian goddess of destruction.
There's no other tools there is that I could find. Need something to destroy the coin. How are you supposed to destroy a coin if nothing is here? Again, another riddle I cannot solve. Diamond saw. Where do we find a diamond or something to cut metal?
Now, Watson, do you always stroll around with a hammer?
Okay.
Are you using it for testing Lupin's victims' reflexes?
No, no, Holmes. It's just...
I do believe I could use that tool.
Certainly, take it. I must replace it near...
Later, Watson.
Okay.
It's the only way. I hope I don't damage the paper that I assume is inside.
To find a book in this library, it's best from the great circle on the sections and then the shelves where they rest. Then from left to right count the divisions. On the antique Egyptian stela you will see a false hieroglyph which would give you the start. To find the rest you must count again for me left to right down up. See if you're smart.
Find an Egyptian stela.
I know where the Egyptian stela is. It's this stupid thing.
Strange, this stela. It could be an ancient custom stop panel.
So, from this. To find a book in this library, it's best from the great circle, note the sections and then the shelves where they rest. From left to right, count the divisions. Yes. On the antique Egyptian stela you will see a false hieroglyph, which will give you the start.
Strange, this stela. It could be an
Custom stop panel.
Strange, this stela. It could be an ancient custom stop panel.
That isn't really that much helpful. Like, stop panel? Is that what I need to search for? Stop panel? Which will give you the start. Find the rest, you must count again for me. Left to right, down, up. Let's see if you're smart. So the books thing describes clearly the reading room, right? And then...
I must have made a mistake.
No.
Time to think.
How are you supposed to, like... I mean, Stella, he says something about an ancient custom stop sign, but is that truly like the... So we found the stele.
Strange, this stela. It could be an ancient custom stop panel.
Any idea which one could be the fake hieroglyph thing? Any of them look kind of fake. I mean, the circle, you know. But, like, there's no, like... I guess it's not a circle. There's no real, like... I mean, there's this strange edge which, like, doesn't match up with the... its shape with how round it is, but I don't know if that's a sign, like, how many corners is that or not. It says, like, this one which is straight. But the rest are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, you would think. Or 10, so like a decagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the left-hand side, there is just 1, 2, but then that's... So... I don't get it. Something that points the way, but something that's fake. Like, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is 9 the thing we need to count from the faces of the circle? I don't know. Like, I don't understand this clue either. I really don't know if that's me. Egyptian. Okay, there is another stele, apparently. Here. But I thought I found the Egyptian stele. Is it this one?
Granite naos of
No.
Ptolemy VIII, a shrine dead. Fragment of the beard of the
No.
Great Sphinx.
This one? Okay. Not a hieroglyph. We're supposed to find that. Not a hieroglyph will point the way. But all of these look like hieroglyphs. There must be something different to it, like completely different. Maybe it's a number or something. But yeah, I guess I found a stele, but the wrong stele. That's, you know, happens. Which one? Oh,
Unless the Egyptians took up Latin, this letter E is in Lupin's hand.
okay. E. Eight line from the bottom and 9th column from the left. So I guess that means we're gonna go here. So, A. 8 line from the bottom and 9 column from the left. So, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This sheet is slightly older than these books.
Okay.
It's a musical score. This melody certainly has a meaning. It's most likely a popular tune. I'll need the advice of an expert.
Lovely. Advice of an expert. Hi. You love
If I could
partying,
bother
right?
you again.
Absolutely.
Yes, okay, we can ask him.
Apparently you're a true music aficionado. Can you enlighten me on this score?
Not in the least, my dear sir. Even if I am unbeatable when it comes to the lyrics to both traditional and popular songs, I do not know how to read music, and I couldn't tell Mozart from a pudding recipe if it was being sung.
I'll have to find a way to play the tune.
Well, we know exactly how, and I don't think the museum director is gonna be happy that we steal one of the most precious violins, but hey, you know, casual things.
This instrument will do the job.
See? Just like completely stealing it from the museum. The Stradivarius, so, you know. Finest violin ever made, or one of the
Now listen
finest ones.
Return, return, return from whence you went. Return, return, return from whence you went.
Do you recognize this music?
Certainly, a little ditty by a quartet who failed to meet with any great success. Their coiffures, which I thought were just divine, were thought to be a little too avant-garde and didn't do well either.
What's their name?
Do you know the name of the quartet or that of the song?
The song is Return, and the group The Scarabs.
Return. The Scarabs. I thank you.
Return quickly.
So, Do I enter that or do I need to find...
I must have made a mistake.
No. I think I need to go to the scarabs that were... or the scarab that was in the Egyptian hall. There was a scarab somewhere in the middle that had like a broken, but it was like a quite large scarab. Where was that? I think it was on the other side. Where are you? Something returned, something, huh? Where was the scarab? I remember that one. Was it not here? Maybe it was in the other exhibition. Maybe I thought the scarab was here. Gonna go through once more. Where is the scarab? Come on. Nope, nope. It must be in the other hall then. There's no like scarab at all. So here, right? Can we find a scarab? That's a boot. Nothing. I swear, I saw a scarab statue with like the chipped corner on top somewhere. Could have sworn I saw that. Maybe I'm losing my mind now? Maybe I'm mixing things up. I'm pretty sure I saw it.
Strange, this Stella. It could be an ancient customs stop panel.
Yeah, whatever. I swear there was a scarab somewhere. I'm not getting mad, am I?
Granite naos of Ptolemy VIII, a shrine dedicated to Isis.
This is a scarab.
Stucco, darkened with shoe polish, with a
I was like,
inside.
there was a scarab somewhere. Yeah, there is one right in front of my nose. I'm just too blind to see that it's a scarab. Because I remembered it was somewhere there. If you've been quick outside, it's night, but the sun is the museum's hidden light. It's full chord and it invites you to dance, but remember to count too. Give the key a turn, get the music to swing. Look at them around their astral king. Count the turns as they go past, as they follow their path, you must be fast. Adam all but Arsunis says that the little white one turns to waste, then take the blue planet on which we fly, square its rotations by 2, multiply. Take the product of both numbers and you now have one to which 1,000 you must add. If you have got it, know what to do, then it's time to go. Okay,
I
so...
must find something that resembles the description given in the poem.
I know exactly what in this case, and that's indeed here, because I've seen it, and I thought it would be cool if it was involved, and I think it is. Hello there!
My, I must count the number of turns executed by each of the planets, and make the calculation based on Lupin's poem. Such an imagination.
Okay, so, let's read this. By the sun, the museum is hidden light. It's full chord and it invites you to dance, but remember to count too. So, 1 rotation of the sun. Give the key a turn, get the music to swing, look at them around the astral king. Count the turns as they go past, as I follow the path, we must be fast. Them all but Arsunis says, the little white one turns 2 ways. Then take the blue planet on which we fly, square its rotation by 2, you multiply. Okay, so let's... Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, if we count the last one. So that's the gray. Can we like... So the moon... What can we do with that one? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5. One, 2, 3, 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Order it. One, 2, and 1. 2, 1. Okay, hold on. I did the numbers a bit different. So, to clear tune, get the music to swing. Look at them around their astro king. Count the turns as they go past. To follow the path, you must be fast. Okay. At them all but Arsune says that little white one turns 2 ways. Then take the blue planet on which we fly, square its rotations by 2, you multiply. The little white one, you mean the moon, right? Turns 2 ways. What do you mean? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the moon turns 12 times, I would say. So 2 ways means probably times 2, or is it because it turns around the Earth and then around the Sun? That's the thing. Like, if it's around the Earth, then it turns 3 times, and then 12, like, plus 12 is 15, maybe? 15, question mark? So. Them all but Arsune. Who is Arsune? No clue who Arsune is. Probably a Sen as a play on it. Then take the blue on which we fly, square its rotations by 2, you multiply. So, hold on. Square its rotations and by 2. So take the square root of the rotations, which is 3, but that wouldn't. But that would be like a, or is it 6 because it's double? Like, square its rotations and by 2 you multiply? I don't understand the square part, but by 2 you multiply, that would mean times 2, so 6. Take the product of both numbers and you now have the one to which 1,000 you must add. Add them all but Arsune says, hold on. Count the turns as they go past, as they follow the path you must be fast. So add all of the numbers. And then there should be 2 numbers and we must multiply the both numbers, like the 2. So 11 plus 6 is 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then either plus 15 or 12. That's a question. So if it's plus 15, 24 plus 15 is 39, which would be 3 times 9, right? Because product is multiply, right? If I remember correctly from the English. Now have the one to which 1,000 you must add. So 3 times 9 is 27, plus 1,000 is 1,027. If I've got it now at 2, then it's time to go. Okay, so we know what to do technically, and that is entering the number in the catalog. I hope it's 1,027. Oops, I forgot to know.
Mistake.
Sorry, the 0. Please?
I must have made a
No.
mistake.
Okay, maybe
Time to
it's
think.
plus, not plus 15, but it's 12. But then, okay. The sun is the center. Yes. So you can find the model solar system. Yes, we know that. Need to click each planet individually to see how many times it rotates around the sun and add these values together. So, yeah. Mercury 6, Venus 4. I could count that myself. Earth 3, yeah. Moon 13, not 12. Mars 4, Jupiter 2, Saturn 1. So, okay, it's 13, not 12. I must have miscounted because it rotates around the rotation. So it rotates around the Earth where the Earth rotates. So, yeah, okay, so I got that plus 1 wrong. Is to remember is that the moon is not a planet. It also orbits the sun along with Earth, therefore it makes 16, not 13. Yeah, which makes sense because 12 plus 3 of the Earth would have been 15, so it's 16. So it's just plus 1. So I was just 1 count off. That's okay. These values, the third paragraph, come up with a 37. Yes. We had 37. Come on. Why are you going backwards? Now take Earth square, its rotation. 3 squares equal 9. Oh! 3 times 3, and not take the... Yeah, I was taking the square. Which equals 18. Okay, yeah, the Earth thing I did wrong. The rest I did right, besides the miscounting, the Earth thing I did wrong. 1666, so, okay. I was close though, you know, like, I miscounted the moon's rotations, which is totally okay, like, you know, since it was moving around so much. But then, yeah, square its rotation, yeah, see, that's like, somebody says square, I always think of the square root and not like multiply. But yeah, that makes sense. Why did I not think of square? For some reason, square didn't exist in my brain just now. Again, I'm running on like way too little sleep and I'm doing way too much overtime right now, but I really want to finish this part. It's fine, that's okay. Multiplied by 2, which equals 18. So not 6, but yeah. So not 3 times 2 equals 6, but 3 times 3 times 2. Yeah, okay. So close. I'm okay with that, you know. Could have been better, but I'm totally fine. I wasn't too far off with my logic. And it was not as bad as the coin one. 1312. 30. Can I please leave? Thank you. Also, I really need to save, I just realized. Because else this is gonna be a pain. 1312. 13 is on the top, I think. Or is it? Cause yeah, it's always 6, so 13 is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There.
No book, but Lupin has left me a message. The last, undoubtedly.
I hope so. Dear Mr. Holmes, enough of enigmas and Alexandria. If you are reading this, it's because I've carried off my third victory. The next I've met between the two of us is certainly the most perilous. There's something in this world that money can't buy. In its name, millions of men have died, sword in hand and a smile on their lips. Illustrious conquerors and mighty armies have attempted in vain to take what I am preparing to steal. The win? Only one person in the world can cause me to fail, and despite the two of us, this person may just be my most precious ally as well. I'm priming a battle on a field that I've studied a million times, but it's completely unknown at the same time. But I digress, and I must be testing your patience. Not far from where you are, there's a man who's whistling or humming. If you ask him who's the person dearest in the world to him, he will balk at answering, but will eventually show you a portrait. I would ask you to carefully observe this portrait, because soon enough this face will disappear forever. Okay, so whistling and humming a tune, huh? That is probably the guy in the middle. Also, we still have the violin, I'm sure that's okay. So I think it's this guy, so let's ask him for a portrait.
Pardon me, but I wanted to ask you a question that is somewhat
Amen.
delicate.
Anything you'd like, pet.
I want to know who is the person who means the most to you.
It's you, my one and only you.
No.
Listen well. I'm working on the case at hand. If you do not cooperate immediately, I will advise your superiors in the most detrimental terms possible of your antagonism. Is that clear?
Well, well, well. What do you want, anyway? I've done all I could to help you. What does the question mean, anyway?
I want to see the
I've been
picture of
told
the
that you
person
keep a
dearest
portrait
to you.
of someone who is very important to you.
Oh, that. It made the workmen laugh when I showed it to them. But, you know, she means a lot to them, too.
How is that possible? They know her also?
What a question. Of course they do. And you
The
too,
Queen?
for that matter. She must certainly be one of the people who means most to you, isn't she?
How would I know?
You're English like me. And isn't every Englishman happy and proud when he sees that
This
noble
the queen.
face?
Okay, is he gonna steal the queen?
Why, it's Queen Victoria.
Empress of India. 1837 Jubilee. 1887. They're gonna steal the
Holmes,
queen?
I've told you everything. You are correct. Someone on the inside did help Lupin enter the museum. And I must shamefully confess that it could only have been me. That rogue, under the guise of a journalist, played me, and I was blind to it all. He even left me his card the first time we met. Here, look. Maybe there's a clue.
Here's Urquhart Allen, independent journalist. Hold on. What clue does it? This is... This must be what is it called? Anagram? Urquhart Allen. Oh, actually, Urquhart Castle, huh? It's actually a castle ruin that is close to Loch Ness. Oh. So, Urquhart Castle, probably, right?
I must have made a mistake.
No.
Time to think. I must have made a mistake. Time to think. I must have made a mistake.
No.
Time to think.
I don't know. What could it mean? Urquhart Allen. Here's Urquhart Allen. Apparently a very, very beautiful castle surrounded by green, and in summer a great photo spot for Loch Ness, because Loch Ness in and of itself is very boring, dare I say. I have been there. I mean, it's beautiful, but like it's uneventful. I think Loch Lomond is actually way more beautiful. Lenton. What is that? It means the Urquhart Castle, right? I'm gonna look this up again. This is ULN or lie. Yeah, okay, Arsène Lupin. I thought it was Arsène Lupin's anagram first, but then for some reason my brain couldn't puzzle it. And then I thought, you know, maybe it's like to the castle, cause it's your card is a place. So
It's a shame
I thought earlier it was an anagram for him, and I didn't type it. Today I'm like half-braining, like I had so many half-brained riddles where I was like on the right track and didn't fully pull through today. Man, this isn't going wrong. I feel like so terrible about today's riddles. Like yesterday I could practically figure all of the things out except for the thing with the spyglass.
He may, in his haste, have left some small clues behind.
But we have no idea where his hideout could have been. The only place we might receive any information is the Golden Lion. But nobody there will say anything to you or me.
Indeed,
Actually,
the Golden Lion is a hostile spot, unless you use the same weapons as your adversary.
okay, so yes, an idea. But we're not gonna continue this today. We're gonna continue this next week after... No. Okay, fine. Yay, we get to see him in a disguise. He was the master of disguises. That's amazing.
Disguised thusly, will I do justice to the clientele of the Golden Lion?
100%.
Holmes. But what am I to do?
Out of the two of us, you are the wordsmith. I'll need you to write a letter, send a copy to Lestrade, addressed to the Prime Minister in order to have an interview with this person.
You are not serious, Holmes.
It can't be more obvious. This must be the target of Lupin's next crime.
I must lay down for a
Queen
moment.
I am
Victoria.
counting on you, Watson. See you soon.
Yeah, the Queen and the Buckingham Palace, which we know the Buckingham Palace is a place we can visit later, because that was... I looked at in the clues on accident. But yeah. Either way, so... I really wanna, like, after this, I really wanna figure out the logic behind the coin riddle. Because that was like the worst of them all today. The others I like half got sometimes and like half completely messed up sometimes, but I feel like that's also tiredness. But some of them are very obscure. But like that stupid coin riddle is still breaking me. So I'm gonna look that up and like hopefully I will be able to understand and find something about it. Maybe, I really hope somebody explains it, because, like, it's so all over the place. I don't know, like, why did you have to switch the 4th and 6th column completely and things like that? Like, I don't know where that came from at all. Or, like, switch the Williams and the Henrys or whoever it was, like, completely. Or Charles and Williams? Something, you know? Like... I really want to understand this riddle, because I feel like I want to know if that's, like, my stupid brain not understanding it, or if it's actually just really hard to understand. But yeah, the rest, I feel like I could have kind of figured it out. I was just not smart enough today, which, you know, happens. One can have bad brain days, and again, I'm running on very low sleep, and I did over 1.5 hours overtime now, so that's understandable. But yeah, totally fine. Either way, need to exit the game to be able to read out, or else my graphics card is gonna crash, as we've noticed. found out before. But yeah, like, I don't know what the stupid, like, this coin riddles making me think so much the entire time. Like, the rest of the stuff, okay, with the statues and things like that, and the door, like, I kind of got it. I just always half got it. Like, I forgot 1 or 2 steps sometimes, but again, that is tiredness. But, like, I feel like that coin riddle, like, I feel like it's super difficult. I really hope it is. Escape from Tarkov. What's this? Okay, that's something else. We already raided them. Oh, they stopped streaming right now anyways. What does Black Sheep Meat do? There's not many people that are currently playing anything. Okay, not too much. What about this person? Building setup for charity games next week, Valheim. That looks like a map builder or something. Okay, not really a thing to raid into either. What is Vintage Soul Goal doing? We haven't... Bean Things Dragon Star. Okay. Oh, they're making a beaded dragon. That actually looks really cool. Like, it's a star-shaped beaded dragon, so it's basically like a bead art, like 2D bead art, almost like a diamond art just with beads, but in dragon shape, and then like it looks like a 3D star, like kind of like a star pillow. So I kind of want to rate that. That actually looks really cute. But yeah, today just my brain just feels completely broken. I feel so stupid after this part of the game. I really need to like figure out if it's just me or if it's the game. Like, I don't know. Like, I did so well the last 2 days, and today was just completely like whack, absolutely whack. But yeah, let's rate the Dragon Star. Nope, cannot rate him. Well, okay, that sucks. Anybody similar? Rain the Yin, what are doing? Cage the Yin. Okay, whatever, they're just chatting and it looks kind of strange and they only just started. That's like... No, I wanna like... Is there something like... Any kind of Sherlock Holmes, let's see. Or riddle. There's nothing at all. Okay, there's nobody I can rate right now. You know, the thing is, I don't know if you got that. It's kind of like I didn't nap practically at all. I napped like half an hour before my stream, and I already woke up like 2 hours earlier today than I normally do on like any other day, because Tuesdays is very busy. So I woke up over 2 hours earlier. I slept well though, but like it's way longer. I didn't take a nap at all. So that's why I'm like wondering if it's just my brain, and then of course I did the overtime, but like that's why I'm wondering if it's just my brain or if the riddles are stupid. To be fair, like the rating of this game isn't that great, so I have the feeling it could also be the riddles. Like the coin riddle, I'm banking on it being stupid. Like I'm banking on it being totally stupid. Also, I cannot rate anybody that I want to rate. Like if I click on them, all of them are unrateable, so I guess they blocked that, which is great. And I cannot find anybody else. I need to like see if there's like somebody very random on like the Twitch star page that is like shown to me, but like there's like nothing going on because it's so late, I guess. Come on, anything? What the heck is up today? I wanna rate somebody. Is there nothing like most of them are just chatting or doing random art, but I don't want to rate a channel that has like 200 something viewers, cause you know I want to support a small streamer. Most of them are playing like PUBG, Overwatch, or Dead by Daylight, which I also don't want to rate. Like anything good at all? Come on. No. Okay, well, I guess we don't raid out then today. I usually like to share the love. You know, like to raid out. Woltering. Never heard of them. Let me see. But yeah, I'm always open for like suggestions. That's the thing, like I can only see what my suggestions are. Oh, that's cute. Okay. Yeah, some art. Professional musician, spare time artist, mostly draw viewers' requests on the sketchbook. Very laid back. Okay, yeah. Sounds amazing. I didn't get him in my suggestions at all. Like all the artists I got had like a full-on like face cam and like a chibi character. And they weren't like showing their art, but this one, excellent. Thank you, I like it. I'm gonna No, please show me. This Twitch is against me today apparently too. It doesn't want to show me the right person. Like I found him when I searched him normally, but when I search him in the like search live channels, it's like, no, there's nobody there. Ah, there we go. Now he shows up. And I like copy the exact thing, like the exact ad tag. Okay, I got it. I'm losing my mind today a little bit. It's fine. But yeah, he still has 45 viewers, but I'm more than okay with anything like under 60, 70. Feels kind of okay to rate with only a few people. But yeah, so looks like you're making viewer request art with the sketchbook. So I see micron pens and pencils, so probably like very simple black and white sketches. But from what I saw in the tiny preview just before, it looked quite good. So I'm really excited about that. Let's figure out a new person. Let's meet a new person that creates. If they're still streaming, because they're streaming for 3 and something hours now. But yeah, I'm in the rage line, so that should hopefully be fine. I'm gonna be back on Thursday. Again, as I mentioned, I got the yarn that I need to finish up the swap blue. So I got the yarn for the beak and the wings, so we're gonna make some fluff on Thursday. And then next Sunday, I'm gonna continue with this Sherlock Holmes game. And I really hope that either my brain is working better or the game is getting like easier from the riddles, like in like a good way, like not easier, but in like a you can figure it out, like, you know, naturally kind of way. But yeah, I hope you all will have a lovely Wednesday, and hopefully like your days will not be too bad, or your week entirely. Hopefully see you all back on Thursday for the crafting, and if not, see you all back on Sunday, hopefully. Bye. Oh my goodness.